Have you ever wondered how to train your dog at home without the need for expensive professional trainers? Training your canine companion is not just crucial for their safety and well-being, but it also strengthens the bond between you two. The secret lies in patience, consistency, and using the right techniques. And the best part, it can all be done from the comfort of your own home. In this video, we'll walk you through a simple, step-by-step process to train your dog at home. To start with, understanding your dog's behavior forms the basis of any successful training. Dogs, just like humans, have their own unique ways of expressing their emotions and desires. They communicate through a range of behaviors, from wagging their tails to barking, that can tell us a lot about what's going on in their minds. Take tail wagging, for instance. It's a common misconception that a wagging tail always means a happy dog. In reality, the direction and speed of the wag can reveal different emotions. A slow, low wag might indicate insecurity, while a fast, high wag could be a sign of excitement or agitation. Barking, on the other hand, is a vocalization that can mean a variety of things. It could be a call for attention, a sign of boredom, or an alert to a perceived threat. The key is to pay attention to the tone, frequency, and context of the barking. Then there's body language. A relaxed dog will have loose, fluid movements, while a tense dog might stiffen up and stare. Ears laid back could suggest fear or submission, while ears pricked forward indicate alertness and interest. Understanding these behaviors is crucial because it allows us to respond appropriately. For example, if we misinterpret a dog's anxiety as aggression, we might react in a way that exacerbates the problem. But if we recognize the signs of stress, we can take steps to alleviate it, building trust and paving the way for successful training. Moreover, understanding your dog's behavior can help you tailor your training strategies. A dog who's easily distracted might benefit from shorter, more frequent training sessions. A dog who's eager to please might respond well to reward-based training. Remember, every dog is an individual with unique needs and preferences. Just as we humans learn in different ways, so do our canine companions. Training isn't a one-size-fits-all process. It's a journey of understanding and adapting to each other. By understanding these behaviors, you'll be in a better position to guide your dog during the training process. Now we move on to the bread and butter of training, basic commands. The first command we'll look at is sit. To teach this, hold a treat above your dog's nose, then move it over their head. As their head goes up to follow the treat, their bottom should automatically go down. As soon as they're in a sitting position, say sit, give them the treat, and lots of praise. Remember, timing is everything. Next up is stay. This one might take a bit more time and patience. Start by asking your dog to sit. Then open your palm in front of you and say, stay. Take a few steps back. If they stay, give them a treat. If they don't, go back to the start. It's all about repetition and positive reinforcement. The come command is crucial for keeping your dog safe. Start this one on the leash. While your dog is a few feet away from you, say come in a cheerful voice. As they come to you, reward them with a treat and praise. Gradually increase the distance as your dog gets more comfortable with the command. Lastly, we have leave it. This command can prevent your dog from getting into things they shouldn't. Hold a treat in both hands. Show your dog one enclosed fist with the treat inside and say, leave it. Let them sniff, lick, or paw at your hand, but don't give them the treat. Once they've stopped trying to get the treat and pulled away, give them the treat from the other hand. The key to all of these commands is reward-based training. Dogs respond well to positive reinforcement. That means giving them a treat, praise, or a favorite toy when they do something right. It's not about punishing them when they get it wrong. Remember, patience and consistency are key when teaching these commands. It might take a while, and that's okay. Keep practicing, keep rewarding, and soon enough, you'll have a well-trained canine companion on your hands. Every dog will have some unwanted behaviors. The key is knowing how to address them. Whether it's jumping up, excessive barking, or destructive chewing, these behaviors can be quite challenging. But don't worry, you're not alone in this. And there are ways to manage these behaviors effectively. Let's start with jumping up. It's a common way for dogs to greet people, but it can be overwhelming, especially for children or elderly individuals. The best way to discourage this behavior is to ignore it. When your dog jumps up, turn your back and avoid eye contact. Once all four paws are on the ground, reward them with attention and praise. This way, your dog will learn that calm behavior gets them the attention they crave. Next, let's talk about excessive barking. Dogs bark for a variety of reasons, be it boredom, fear, or alertness. The key is to figure out what triggers the barking and address it. If your dog barks when they're bored, Provide them with toys to keep them occupied. If fear is the trigger, try to eliminate the source of fear or work on desensitizing your dog to it. Destructive chewing can be especially frustrating. Remember, dogs, particularly puppies, chew to explore their world and relieve teething discomfort. Provide appropriate chew toys and keep valuables out of reach. If you catch your dog chewing on something they shouldn't, interrupt the behavior with a firm no and replace the item with a suitable chew toy. In all these cases, patience is key. It's important to remember that dogs don't understand our rules until we teach them. When your dog exhibits positive behavior, be sure to reward them with treats, praise, or playtime. This way they'll associate good behavior with positive outcomes. Remember, dogs are not perfect, and neither are we. It's all about consistent training, understanding, and love. It may take time, but the bond you'll form with your dog in the process is priceless. Addressing unwanted behavior early and effectively can prevent future issues. So let's work on building the best relationship possible with our canine companions. Once your dog has mastered the basics, you might want to consider advanced training. Advanced training isn't just about showing off or entertaining guests, though it certainly can be fun. It's about deepening the bond between you and your canine companion, challenging their mind, and improving their overall behavior. Advanced training often involves agility or trick training. Agility training, for instance, can be a great way to keep your dog physically fit and mentally sharp. It involves teaching your dog to navigate various obstacles such as tunnels, seesaws, and weave poles. This kind of training not only enhances your dog's physical skills, but also their ability to follow complex commands and sequences. Trick training, on the other hand, involves teaching your dog to perform specific actions on cue. Common tricks include play dead, spin, or fetch a specific item. These tricks not only serve as great party tricks, but also help improve your dog's cognitive abilities. Now, let's talk about how to teach these advanced commands. The key is patience and consistency. Start by choosing a command or trick that you want your dog to learn. Break it down into small, manageable steps. Use positive reinforcement, like treats or praise, each time your dog successfully performs a step. Repeat this process until your dog can perform the entire sequence on their own. Remember, it can take time for your dog to master these advanced commands, so don't get discouraged if progress seems slow. Also, keep training sessions short and fun. Dogs, like humans, can get bored or frustrated if a task is too challenging or monotonous. So make sure to keep things interesting by mixing up the tricks and commands you're working on, and by keeping a positive and upbeat attitude. Advanced training can be a fun way to bond with your dog and keep them mentally stimulated. It's a chance to spend quality time together, challenge each other, and most importantly, have a whole lot of fun. So why not give it a try? Training your dog at home might seem challenging, but with the right approach, it is definitely doable. It's all about understanding your dog's behavior, teaching them basic commands, addressing unwanted behavior, and moving on to advanced training. It's a journey that both you and your furry friend will embark on together. Firstly, understanding your dog's behavior is essential. Every wag, bark, and jump has a meaning. It is your job to decode these signals and respond appropriately. The better you understand your dog, the more effective your training will be. Secondly, teaching basic commands forms the foundation of any training program. Commands like sit, stay, and come are the building blocks of communication between you and your dog. They not only help maintain order, but also ensure the safety of your pet. Next, dealing with unwanted behavior is a challenge that requires patience and consistency. It's important to remember that negative behaviors are often signs of underlying issues. Addressing these root causes, rather than just the symptoms, is the key to long-lasting change. Finally, advanced training takes your dog's skills to the next level. Whether it's learning to fetch the newspaper or perform tricks, advanced training can be a fun and rewarding experience for both of you. Remember, the goal of training isn't to have a perfectly behaved dog, but to foster a healthy and happy relationship with your pet. So go ahead, embark on this journey, and enjoy the bonding experience that training brings.